The San Francisco 49ers wrapped up their preseason last night, and once again, quarterback Colin Kaepernick chose not to stand during the national anthem. One teammate even joined him in taking a knee. After the game, Kaepernick promised to donate the first $1 million he earns this season to community organizations. But his protest has drawn a lot of criticism, mostly from people accusing Kaepernick of disrespecting the country and our military. Joining me now, Roland Martin. He's host and managing editor of NewsOne Now on TV1. Roland, nice to see you.
Likewise.
There seem to be sort of three reactions, I think, to Kaepernick. Some people see it as an affront, as we just said, to the country, see it as not patriotic. Some people are cheering for it and saying this is exactly what needs to happen to raise serious concerns in this country. And then there's that third group kind of in the middle who don't really love the way he's going about what he's doing, wish he'd find a different way to express it.
Well, first and foremost, let's deal with the first two, and that is people are more concerned about what Colin Kaepernick is doing as opposed to why he is doing it. Do understand that San Francisco Police Department, they've been embroiled in a racist text message scandal. No one wants to talk about that, but it sucks. Then you also have the people who don't want to talk about the fact that the police chief of San Francisco resigned in May because of another questionable shooting. Not that, but it sucks. Let's go to Oakland, where they had 3 interim police chiefs in a matter of 2 weeks, where they have a scandal of more than a dozen cops having sex with an underage prostitute. Again, not what Colin Kaepernick is talking about, but they want to talk about why he isn't kneeling. That's the problem in America. We never want to talk about the real issue as to why he's protesting. It's how he is doing it. And I love these people, Kate, who are saying, well, he should do it some other way. Jerry Rice has said it, Drew Brees has said it, and others. Well, here's what's interesting. I haven't heard them say what the other way is.
Jerry Rice
what is
said,
the other way?
Jerry Rice said, all lives matter. So much going on in this world today. Can we all just get along? Colin, I respect your stance, but don't disrespect the flag. What does it say, though, that a very popular, successful fellow African-American athlete is saying that?
That means that Jerry Rice has no conscience. I mean, Jerry Rice tweeted something, but Jerry Rice hasn't put anything on the line. Jerry Rice has said nothing about racist text messages in San Francisco. Jerry Rice, why don't he join Ingenue Ellis, a fellow native of Mississippi, to talk about taking the Confederate symbol off of the Mississippi state flag? Where's Jerry Rice in that? See, Drew Brees made his comment in New Orleans, but has Drew Brees stood with the mayor of New Orleans, Mitch Landrieu, who called in the Department of Justice because of the corrupt police department there in New Orleans? See, that's the whole point. I love these folks who are saying, oh, no, Colin, don't do that. But they've been sitting their butts on the sidelines. Oh, they don't mind us cheering them on the field. But what about the issues off the field? Jerry Rice has been silent about that. And so, Jerry, Colin has more guts on addressing these issues than you have, even with your Hall of Fame jacket.
You interviewed Harry Belafonte on your program this week. I want to play a little bit of sound, the thing that caught our ear from that interview.
To mute the slave has always been to the best interests of the slave owner. And I think that when a black voice is raised in protest to oppression, those who are comfortable with our oppression are the first to criticize us for daring to speak out against it.
Let me ask you this. How much of the outrage do you think is about respecting the flag and patriotism, and how much of it is actually deep-seated racism?
No, well, first of all, I think it's a combination of both. And first of all, again, Americans, we love to ignore what the real issue is. And so folks don't want to deal with what he was speaking of, and that is police brutality, the need for social justice reform. See, you got more people who are outraged with Colin Kaepernick as opposed to a judge allowing a man who sexually assaulted an 8-year-old boy to get 30 days in prison because he felt prison would be too tough for him. And so just give him some counseling. We have problems in our criminal justice system. We have fans in Cleveland who are more excited about the Cavaliers winning a title as opposed to Tamir Rice being shot and killed, who was 12 years old, by a cop. And so we have the case in Chicago. Again, everybody, oh, be quiet. Let's be mad at Colin, but not the fact that you have cops who covered up the incident of Laquan McDonald, and we only know the truth because the videotape was released. And so those are issues we have in this country. And so America, for so many years, 397 years, has always objected it. From the moment 20-odd Africans arrived in 1619 at Port Comfort, Virginia, now Fort Monroe, Virginia, have always had a problem when black voices have demanded freedom. What's interesting, Kate, they criticized Dr. King for the very same thing. Muhammad Ali, same thing. A. Philip Randolph, Fannie Lou Hamer, Ella Baker. They criticized African Americans forever for demanding to be free in America. What Colin Kaepernick is saying, if it requires me to take a knee or to sit down to demand freedom, then that's what I'm going to do. I just want people to focus on those issues and not just whether or not he's standing up for a national anthem or the flag.
Roland Martin, great to have your perspective today. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks so much.